What if the secret to a quiet, comfortable retirement isn't a massive nest egg, but a map to the right forgotten town? What if the key wasn't earning more, but spending less in a place designed for living, not just existing? We've all seen the headlines. Retirement needs $500,000, $1 million, more. It feels like a finish line that keeps moving, a goal designed for someone else's life. But today, we're pulling back the curtain on a different reality. We're exploring 10 specific, under-the-radar American spots where your standard monthly check isn't just a tool for survival, it's a ticket to a full and peaceful life. These aren't the glossy brochure locations advertised in magazines. They're the genuine, often overlooked gems where community is the main amenity, where your pace slows down and your dollar miraculously regains its strength and dignity. This journey is for anyone who feels the traditional retirement plan is broken or simply out of reach. And the first destination on our list has a name that sounds like a riddle and a lifestyle that provides a real answer. Number 10. Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Imagine a town that chose its name on a whim from a popular radio quiz show decades ago and decided to keep it forever. That's the playful, unconventional spirit you'll find here. Locals lovingly call it T or C, and living here feels like stepping into a beautiful sun-bleached postcard where the pace is slow, the skies are vast, and the earth itself is warm. This isn't a metaphor. The town sits directly on a vast, natural network of geothermal springs. For roughly the price of a casual lunch out, you can spend an afternoon soaking in mineral-rich, therapeutic waters at places like the beloved Riverbend Hot Springs, right on the banks of the Rio Grande. It's a daily luxury that feels ancient and healing. Financially, Truth or Consequences acts as a quiet sanctuary. Rental prices for a modest apartment or small home comfortably hover in the $600 to $700 range. The overall cost of living sits impressively below the national average, meaning your grocery bill, your utilities, and other essentials take less of a bite. Crucially, the state of New Mexico does not tax Social Security income, allowing that foundational check to stretch even further. There is, of course, a trade-off to consider. The summers here are defined by a dry, intense, and relentless heat. It's a climate you don't just feel, you learn to respect it, planning your day around the cooler morning and evening hours. But for retirees who find profound joy in spectacular desert sunsets, starkly beautiful landscapes, and the simple pleasure of a natural soak, the consequence of choosing this town is a deep and lasting peace. From the high desert, we journey to a place where the landscape isn't just beautiful, it's literally anchored in place. Welcome to Pineville, Kentucky, our number 9. Nestled in the lush, rolling folds of the Appalachian Mountains, this is a place of profound, green-covered calm. Its most famous landmark is a massive, awe-inspiring sandstone boulder perched precariously on a cliffside, permanently secured to the mountain with giant, heavy chains. It's a powerful and fitting symbol for a town that offers a profound sense of security. Financially, however, the chains are off. The state of Kentucky exempts Social Security benefits from state income taxes, and seniors benefit from significant property tax breaks through homestead exemptions. You can find a comfortable, clean rental here for around $550 a month, a number that feels almost mythical in much of the country. The vibe is unmistakably and authentically small town. Your neighbor will likely wave from their porch, the local diner is the hub of all news and gossip, and you quickly trade the anonymity of big box stores for the warmth of genuine connection. The air in summer is thick with a humid, green energy, turning the surrounding valleys into a vibrant, living steam. But if your ultimate dream involves a porch swing, a long view, and a monthly budget that isn't stretched tissue paper thin, Pineville represents a solid, steadfast rock upon which to build your next chapter. Sometimes, the best retirement plan isn't a complicated stock portfolio. It's a front porch, a lower tax bill, and a community that knows your name. At number 8, we reach for the remote control, both literally and figuratively. Bonners Ferry, Idaho. If peace and quiet had an official zip code, it might very well be here. Surrounded by the majestic, pine-covered Selkirk Mountains, this town is for those who find true fulfillment in nature's own soundtrack. The consistent rush of a river, the wind moving through tall trees, and the kind of deep quiet that allows you to hear your own thoughts. The economic picture here is notably bright. Idaho does not tax Social Security income, and the overall cost of living is markedly lower than the national average. Your monthly housing budget can easily land under $700 for a place that would cost double or triple elsewhere. Crime is so minimal that the local police news often features charming, small-scale incidents. The flip side, of course, is that you must fully embrace a degree of isolation. The nearest major city is a substantial commitment, not a quick errand. Winters are serious and beautiful, with snowfall that demands respect, preparedness, and a reliable shovel. But for the right person, this isn't lonely, it's the ultimate freedom. Imagine your mornings, the steam from your coffee mixing with the cool mountain mist outside your window, with no noise pollution except the sound of the natural world. That serene experience becomes your daily currency. Ready to trade mountain snowscapes for fossilized history, our next stop is literally a walk through deep time. Number 7 is John Day, Oregon. This town, named for a tough, resilient frontier explorer, has inherited that independent, scrappy spirit. It sits in one of Oregon's least populated counties, surrounded by the stunning, multicolored layers of the John Day Fossil Beds National Monument. The financials here are compelling for a thoughtful retiree. Oregon has no state sales tax, which helps every single purchase go a little further, and specific property tax deferral programs exist for qualifying seniors. Rent is firmly in an affordable range, typically found between $600 and $750 monthly. The local hospital district provides crucial and reliable access to healthcare in a wonderfully vast region. Life here is purposefully simple. You won't find a bustling nightlife, but you also escape the relentless hustle and noise of a crowded city. Your internet connection might test your patience, and your shopping choices for specialty items will be basic. But that word, basic, is exactly the point for many. Your daily entertainment becomes a hike through hills that tell a million-year-old story. Your community is built on real, face-to-face interaction, and your monthly budget finally has room to breathe. It's retirement stripped back to its most honest, rewarding components. What about a town that built its original fortune on the power of canals and railroads, then masterfully perfected the art of a quiet, affordable second act? Let's head east. Cumberland, Maryland takes our 6th spot. This is a historic town physically carved into the Allegheny Mountains, where beautiful 19th century architecture seamlessly meets 21st century retirement sanity. It was once a major transportation and industrial hub, and that legacy lives on in its charming brick-lined downtown and fascinating museums. Today, however, it has transitioned into a financial haven for seniors. The state of Maryland offers excellent targeted property tax credits for older residents, and Social Security income is safe from state taxes. You can find a lovely apartment here for a monthly cost so low it might make you double-check the listing. The overall cost of living is a genuine relief, measuring over 25% below what the average American deals with. You won't have every national chain store at your fingertips, but you'll gain walkable streets, a celebrated community theater, and stunning bike trails that trace the path of the historic C&O Canal. It's the perfect spot for the retiree who wants living history outside their window and a future that feels securely grounded, not financially precarious. We are now halfway through our list, which prompts a personal question. Could you willingly leave behind the convenience of immediate access for the profound, life-changing benefit of deep affordability? Our number 5 pick is a town that proudly and with a smile calls itself nature's air-conditioned city. Let's go higher. Bluefield, West Virginia. Perched in the majestic Appalachians, this town earns its clever slogan with reliably breezy, comfortable summers and picture postcards snowy winters. It's a place that has gracefully reinvented itself for a new, quieter era. The data for a retiree is truly stunning. An average rent hovering around $600 for a decent home? Check. A cost of living that is nearly 30% below the national norm? Absolutely. Furthermore, West Virginia is proactively phasing out state income taxes on Social Security benefits, making it increasingly friendly to those on a fixed income. You are in the very heart of breathtaking mountain beauty, with endless hiking trails and panoramic views essentially serving as your backyard. The trade is a slower, more measured local economic pulse. This isn't a place of frantic, rapid growth. It's a place of steady, dependable, and affordable living. But for a retiree seeking stability, that steady, gentle pulse might be exactly what the doctor ordered, a prescription for a life that is affordable, scenic, and fundamentally calm. In towns like these, your biggest monthly expense might not be your mortgage or rent. It might just be the priceless time you finally have to enjoy your days. Hold on, because number 4 is about to redefine what off the grid can mean for a comfortable retirement. Presidio, Texas. This is the true frontier. Sitting on the starkly beautiful banks of the Rio Grande, directly across from Mexico, it's a landscape of vast, rugged spaces and a fiercely independent spirit. If you crave profound solitude and endless, awe-inspiring big sky, look no further. The numbers here are almost hard to believe at first glance. Median rent dances around a mere $580. Texas famously has no state income tax whatsoever, so your federal Social Security check arrives and stays entirely yours. Furthermore, seniors over 65 can often freeze their county property taxes, locking in extraordinary long-term stability. You must, however, be prepared for true remoteness. A major grocery run for specialty items is a planned expedition, not a quick trip. The culture is a rich, unique, and authentic blend of American West and Mexican influence, visible in the food, the architecture, and the community spirit. It's certainly not for everyone, but if your personal dream involves watching a vibrant desert sunrise in absolute quiet with a monthly budget so small it's laughably manageable, then choosing Presidio is a powerful and deliberate life statement. From the serene desert border, we now travel to a place where the hills are alive with a distinctly different sound, the untendered, lively twang of banjos and fiddles. Mountain View, Arkansas is our number 3. Tucked neatly into the heart of the Ozark Mountains, it's officially known as the folk music capital of the world. You'll hear authentic, impromptu folk and bluegrass music drifting from the town square, performances not staged for tourists, but played passionately by and for the community that loves it. This authentic, community-first vibe extends powerfully to your wallet. The state of Arkansas does not tax Social Security benefits, and generous property tax credits are available to help seniors significantly. Rental prices are shockingly low, with decent places often available for under $600 a month. Violent crime is remarkably rare. A more realistic risk might be overindulging in the region's famous homemade pies. The compromise for all this charm and affordability? You are living in a stunningly beautiful, somewhat rural bubble. Reliable, high-speed internet can be a wish, not a guaranteed utility. But if your personal definition of luxury includes free live music, genuinely friendly faces on every corner, and the tangible peace that comes with financial security, then Mountain View sings a uniquely sweet and irresistible song. You might think that sounds remote, but our runner-up takes the concept of north and applies it to an entirely new level of cozy isolation. Ironwood, Michigan, number 2. This is Michigan's storied Upper Peninsula, where rugged, can-do attitude is a virtue, and winter is not just a season, but an experience you earn and respect. Nestled right by the Wisconsin border, it's a world of dense forests, countless pristine lakes, and honest-to-goodness, dramatically distinct seasons. The affordability here is the primary attraction. Rents sit steadily around $600, home prices seem to be from a bygone era, and the overall cost of living is comfortably below the national average. The state of Michigan does not tax Social Security income. The people are famously resilient, hardy, and friendly, known for waving even during a February blizzard. And yes, the annual snowfall is epic, a defining characteristic. Choosing Ironwood is a conscious lifestyle choice, but for those who find a silent, profound magic in a snow-covered pine forest and deep comfort in a close-knit community where your dollar retains impressive power, Ironwood stands as a hidden, sturdy fortress of affordability and charm. And now, we arrive at the number 1 spot on our list of places where Social Security can still authentically mean security. This final town isn't just affordable, it's a living love letter to simple middle-class dignity and space. Valentine, Nebraska. The very name evokes a sense of charm and fondness, and the place itself delivers on that promise in a quiet, unassuming way. Located in the heart of the unique Sandhills region, it's a community of ranchers, dreamers, and practical retirees who deeply value space, both the physical kind you see on the horizon and the financial kind in your bank account. The statistics make a compelling, logical case. Median rent rests around $550, home prices seem to be from a bygone era, and the overall cost of living is about a quarter below the national average. It is important to note that Nebraska does have a state income tax that can apply to a portion of Social Security income, but this is powerfully offset by substantial, accessible property tax relief programs specifically designed for seniors, often making the real-world tax burden minimal. Daily life here revolves organically around the land, family, and community. There's no traffic, no pretense, and no rush. Your neighbors become your friends, and your biggest daily decision might be which quiet fishing spot or walking trail to enjoy. It's profoundly quiet, endlessly vast, and it allows you to retire with grace and contentment on a budget that would create constant strain in countless other locations. In Valentine, your monthly check doesn't just cover the bills, it actively buys you a more tranquil, meaningful, and connected life. From the desert hot springs to mountainside chains, from spontaneous folk music to resilient frontier spirit, these 10 towns collectively prove a powerful truth. A rich retirement isn't defined by a rich bank account. It's about thoughtfully aligning your life with your core values and your real budget. It's about discovering a welcoming corner of the country that hasn't been inflated by hype or distorted by overcrowding. If this exploration has opened your eyes to new, tangible possibilities, please do us a favor. Hit the like button below. It genuinely helps our channel, Winds of Thought, share more content like this with others seeking clarity. And consider subscribing, because we are always committed to exploring the roads less traveled towards genuine financial peace of mind and a life well lived. Thank you so much for watching.